big. We're open for questions. I'll start with Chris Bassnett.
Fred, explain what just happened.
I don't know if I can, Chris. That was a lot of fun. I mean, just it was great to see all the work that our guys have been putting in pay off in a game like that. It's the exact effort and consistency you need to compete in this league and win in this league. You have to have 40 minutes of consistent basketball, and I just thought we came out of the gate with such a great mentality of sharing the ball. We had 14 assists on 16 baskets in the first half. That thing was flying around. Started off with Thor. We kind of ran a special play to get Latch shaken out of the single side, taking the pick and roll to the crowd. And he made a perfect on-time, on-target pass for Lat to get going. And then I think on the next possession, drove baseline, drifted Lat to the corner with great spacing and hit a second one. And then he was off and rolling from there. But I thought, Lat's cutting and movement, when they started to overplay him and pressure him, was phenomenal. And, Derek just made huge plays for us all night. Trey, another really efficient overall game. Kobe, rock solid out there. Really everybody from top to bottom. Delano, Shamil banged up his knee a little bit. Hopefully he'll be okay. And then it's great to see guys get opportunities. Trevor hitting that big three in the first half, and Elijah getting the dunk there at the end. So, and then Eduardo, that move he made, I think shows what he certainly can become, with his potential. But, I just thought from start to finish that was, understatement of the year, but that was our best, most complete game that we played.
Robin Washut.
Fred, this was obviously a strange day this morning. You lose your leading scorer to transfer, and then 9 hours later, you put up this type of performance. I guess how could you ever seen this type of complete effort coming? And I guess what do you think kind of sparked these guys to play the way they did tonight?
Well, we've shown flashes, and that's the one thing. Obviously we've been stressing all year the overall consistency and just the ball movement in that first half kind of set the tone. And then defensively, I really thought the activity that we had with our hands, forcing turnovers, getting deflections, led to several transition opportunities for our team. This Rutgers team is one of the best defensive groups in the country. And, when they really got out and pressured us, we started playing through Derek, and I thought had some really good cutting, to loosen it up a little bit. But defensively rebounding, that's what Rutgers does. Held them to 6 offensive rebounds, I think 3 until about 5 minutes left. And if you do that, that gives you a chance. And then I just thought the way that we shared the ball, shows what we're capable of and what this system is capable of. And I'm just really proud of how we came out and played through. Again, this is 12 games in 24 days for us, if I'm not mistaken. And to continue to come out and compete like we are, says a lot about these guys.
Sam McEwen.
I do want to ask about your defense, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to share anything else you wanted to about Allen's departure. I know you had a statement earlier today, but anything else you'd like to share about that?
Well, I'll say this. I enjoyed coaching Teddy. I enjoyed the opportunity to get to know him, and I'm certainly wishing Teddy nothing but the best as he moves forward, and I'm going to do everything I can to support him and help him as best I can. As far as everything, it is when the guys care about him, our staff cares about him, and hope he and he'll be good. I think he's got a long career ahead of him. So, it's, something that happened, and we moved on from it, and again, came out and played a really complete game, which I gave our guys a lot of credit for. When you have something like that happen, you don't know how your guys will respond or what will happen with your team. But, we came out and played inspired basketball for 40 minutes, and that's, again, exactly what it took to win a game like this in the Big Ten. I think the world of Steve Peichel, his teams play so hard and physical, so to match that, with the adversity that we had today and playing so many games in a short amount of time, I think our guys deserve a lot of credit for that.
Send me the question on defense.
Yeah, it's about as good as you played on defense this year, and especially defending the 3-point line, your hustle. I mean, you guys didn't get fancy or anything. You just kind of beat their butts.
Well, the thing that we did, I thought better than anything, is we were in our gaps, shutting down the paint. And when teams get in the paint, that's when you get exposed, especially when you don't have a rim protector back there. Rutgers can do it. They've got the best shot blocker in the league back there. He leads the league in block shots per minute. But we got to keep that thing tight. And then I thought we had good, smart closeouts. We talk about KYP, know your personnel, and this was a big game for that because they have certain guys that are great drivers, and certain guys got to have a high early shot challenge, but ready to guard the bounce. And I thought did a really good job of understanding who we were guarding. 21 of their 25 were in the paint in the first half, but I really thought we shut down the driving lanes in that second half especially.
Michael Brunst?
Fred, what's kind of been the key for McGowan's, I guess, the last few games with his efficiency? I mean, you guys have been running more through him, but I mean, what's kind of changed, I guess, for him?
Yeah, he's just playing with a lot of confidence. I don't think he's pressing as much as he was when we first got back from the shutdown. And to be honest with you, I thought his 2 games against Michigan State and Indiana were 2 of his best of the season. And then you come down with COVID, and then you get shut down for 20 days. And then you get a short amount of time to try to get your body reconditioned, and it's tough. That's the thing people don't understand. I heard Scott Drew talking about the same thing with their team today, how difficult that is to take that amount of time off and then all of a sudden get your timing back. So I think that's the big thing. Trey's just playing like he was right before the shutdown happened. And, when he first got back, I thought he reverted a little bit to some old habits of trying to drive through a crowd, but he's really been efficient in his movements. He's coming more to a jump stop. He's seeing the floor better, understanding when to attack, and I've been really pleased with how he's gone out there and gotten us into our actions and gets everything started with his movement, his pace, and he and Delano both certainly are capable of getting us into our offense. Kobe as well, but yeah, Trey's just playing really efficient basketball. It's been fun to see.
We'll take a couple more here. I got Robin Washut.
We've hardly talked about Lat and his career night. How important were his early 3-pointers just to not only set the tone for you guys, but open up Rutgers' defense, especially with the way they were defending the rim early?
Yeah, they do such a good job. My number one key was don't challenge them at the rim, and we go in and get 4 of our first 8 shots blocked at the rim, and then we started figuring it out, and it drives me nuts when the top things we don't understand until we finally get out there and say, oh, you know what, those guys are right. They do watch a lot of film and understand what they do, but Johnson's so good in there, and then they do help and converge on the ball. And I think the biggest thing, once Lat started hitting, it opened up those driving lanes a little bit more. Derek had some incredible finishes at the basket, a lot of those from Trey, and Delano got him a couple as well. But it was just, a great thing to see Lat take that lid off early, again, to get them closer to our shooters and open up those driving lanes.
Okay, we'll finish with Connor Happer.
Do you think this puts a different perspective on the next week, 2 weeks for you guys, and how much confidence does a win like this instill in them that they can make some noise maybe over the next 2 weeks?
Well, I think the biggest thing is to win 2 in a row and to string together back-to-back games, put the big emotional win against Minnesota behind us and find a way to, get the energy levels back up where they needed to be tonight, to win this game. And we'll have a huge challenge, obviously, with Iowa with the way they're playing right now, and finish up, with Northwestern, who's playing very good at this time. So we just want to continue to take positive steps. That's what this is all about. Continue to get guys opportunity. I love Eduardo's development. What he's doing out there. It's good to see Trevor, as I said, get out there and get an opportunity. So that's the biggest thing, is just continue to find a way, to teach and for our guys to learn through this incredible stretch that we're on, at the same time save their legs so they can go out and play with the kind of effort they did tonight.
Okay, that'll end Coach Hoiberg's press conference. We'll be back with players shortly.
Thank you.
Cut, Mike.